We are looking at chapter number 3, election and representation. We are taking some extra additional questions. First is, what is democracy? So democracy is a type of government of the people, for the people, by the people. That is, we represent our representative, or we elect our representative who are going to make or who are going to govern us. What is meant by direct democracy? So in a direct democracy, the citizens, they directly participate in day-to-day decision making and in the running of the government. For example, in Greece, earlier Greece, it used to happen. What do you mean by universal adult franchise? So all adult citizens of a country above maturity age, in India it is 18, in Switzerland it is 20. So all citizens who have attained certain age of maturity, these are entitled to enjoy the right to vote. They can vote without any discrimination of caste, creed, religion, etc. It is known as universal adult franchise. What does FPTP and PR stands for? So this FPTP stands for first past the post system and PR stands for the proportional representation. Mention the amendment made in Constitution of India in 1989. So it reduced the eligibility age of universal adult franchise, which was previously 21, now to 18. What do you mean by election system? निर्वाचन से आप क्या समझते हैं? Election system is a medium to elect the representatives, especially in indirect democracy, to form the government. So the representatives are elected by the people to act in accordance with the wishes of the people, because they have elected their representatives to go in various legislatures. What is electoral behavior? Electoral behavior, though this through elections, people participate in election process to determine who will hold the power or who is going to govern them. Therefore, the elections are visible expression of public interest, their aspiration, their interest, which is determined by individuals' own reasons and perceptions as well as his being a part of a group. So electoral behavior depends on both short-term and long-term influences. So whatever behavior people show, how they vote, is the electoral behavior. What is direct method of election? So direct method of election means a voter participates in election directly. A voter casts his vote to a candidate of one's own choice. And a secret method of ballot is used. An elected representative, they hold the reign of government of the country, power of the country. What is an indirect method of election? So indirect method of election, voters do not elect the representative themselves directly. Voters elect intermediary electors who are collectively known as electoral college. An electoral college elects the representative to the legislative assemblies. For example, we elect the member for the parliament, MP for the parliament, and we elect the vidhayaks or the MLAs for the Vidhan Sabha. Now these they elect the member of Rajya Sabha. We are not electing them. They are electing, these members are electing the members of Rajya Sabha and the Vidhan Sabha. What do you mean or what do you understand by simple majority representation system? So the simple majority representation system declares the candidate elected who secures votes more than other. Even if one more he get, or one is extra, he wins. So in this system, to secure absolute majority is not necessary. That is, in this system, in the case of multi-cornered contest, candidate, even with less than 50% votes, they are elected. What is political minority? So political minority means the opposition party. For example, let us take an example of 2019. So the BJP got more than 300 votes, the MP seats, and Congress, they got around 50 plus. So they are in the opposition. So they are minority, political minority. So after election, the party who gets majority forms the government, and other party, those who do not get majority, they become the opposition parties and known as political minority, who enjoys the right to convert themselves into the political majority in the democratic methods. If in the next election they may come as a majority and they may become the minority. It depends all on their performance and the people aspirations. Mention the shortcomings of the simple majority system of elections. So simple majority election this criteria declares the candidate to be winner even in the case of not getting an absolute majority, or even more than 50% voter do not like the candidate. For example, one person, there are 3%. Now he gets 40% vote, he gets 30%, he gets 30%. Now he wins, but 60% people are against him. Only 40% they want him as their representative, but still this is the system. Defines secret ballot system. Gupta Matadan. So this refers to the secret ballot when everyone chooses one's own candidate in secret, as well as does not disclose one's choice also. They don't say to whom they have voted, and when they vote, it is all behind curtains, so that others could not pressurize the one. What are mid-term elections? So mid-term election refer to the election held before the expiry of the term of Lok Sabha and State Legislative Assembly. Normally the Lok Sabha is for 5 years, the Legislative Assembly and Lok Sabha are for 5 years. But because of some reason, some unprecedented reason, if Lok Sabha or this Legislative Assembly, they are dissolved by the President or Governor before completing the tenure, then these mid-term elections are held. What do you mean by by-election? So by-election, if an MP is there, now if he dies, what will happen? The seat will be empty. So there will be a upchunav, by-election. So by-election refers to the election held on creating some sudden reasons which make the seat vacant. So we need to fill that seat. So for example, someone resigns, or there is some untimely demise of some member. Universal adult franchise is important in a democracy. Justify the statement. So this universal adult franchise, Sarvabhaumik Adhikar, voting Adhikar, Mat Adhikar. This is important in democracy because the right to vote is enjoyed by every adult without any discrimination on any ground. Only lunatics, bankrupts, minors or criminals, they are deprived of right to vote. The age of adulthood differs from country to country. For example, 18 years in India, 21 years in USA, 23 years in Norway. Everyone is treated equally, no caste, no religion, no money, nothing comes in between. This provides political education to the citizens and develop the self-respect, garima, samman. What is political participation? To elect the representative or to be elected as a representative, to be made or to be member of an executive, to be selected for government post, a steady increase in percentage of voters turn out despite some functions. This is all come under political participation. What is election manifesto? Explain. Now election manifesto, for example, a party, now he is fielding the candidate. Now they will come with some manifesto that if we win, we will say give you this much of money, that we will waive your loan, or we will give this much of employment, and will reduce or increase the this minimum support price for the crops. So election manifesto is a document to let the voters know about the programs, policies and the aim of political party to be declared in the eve of elections. If they won, what will happen? They will fulfill whatever they have given in the manifesto. So it clarifies the internal and external policies of the government. People become aware of performance of the political party on winning, that if they win, they are going to do this and that. People can pressurize even the winning party or the government to work on behalf of their manifesto. If the party wins and they are not fulfilling their manifesto, people will get annoyed and they will they will not be able to vote for them the next time. What do you mean by the list system? So large multi-member constituencies are formed here. So multi-member, say 4 are to be elected from here, or say 3 from this constituency, constituency 1, constituency 2, constituency 3. Many members, representatives are elected from each constituency, for example 3 from here, 4 from here, 5 from here, like that. Each political party submit a list as many candidates as are to be elected from political constituency. So say party 1 will have a list of 3 for this constituency. Party 2 again a list of 3 for this constituency, and the voters vote for this list, for this, which are indivisible to be elected, and each candidate has to secure minimum votes fixed by the quota to be obtained by dividing the total number of votes polled by the party by the quota, and the same number of candidates enumerated in the party list from top are declared successful. How does India ensure the secret ballot? Secret ballot is ensured in India. First of all, the voter is given a secret ballot paper by the presiding officer of the polling booth. So now this has changed, and now we have secret voting by the EVM machines, electronic voting machines. So just wherever I am saying ballot paper, just assume that we are having this EVM press button. So the voter goes behind the curtain to vote to the candidates of one's own choice. This is very secret, very secluded part. Nowadays we have EVM. These are being used in place of ballot papers. The voters presses the button against the candidate of his and her choice with the symbols assigned to them. This maintains the complete secrecy and confidentiality because no one else come to know to whom the voter has voted. Even the candidate does not come to know who has voted him or not. How does the Election Commission recognize the regional party? So this Election Commission recognize the regional party and the national party. There are certain criteria. The Election Commission declares and decide that which political parties stand at national level, which should be given the regional level, means which is the regional level party. So the Election Commission has been empowered to see the popularity of the regional party in a particular region, and there is some seats, like in Vidhan Sabha, three states they have to have certain percentage of vote and minimum number of MPs in the parliament. So minimum number of parliament MP along with certain minimum number of voting in at least 3 states. The Election Commission check the organization and membership of that party, and the Election Commission look after either the regional party work under the code of conduct or not as assigned by the Election Commission. Now this is a passage based question. So we have to read this passage and then answer the question. First of all, no system of election can ever be perfect, and in actual election process there are bound to be many flaws and limitations. Any democratic society has to keep searching for mechanism to make election free and fair for the maximum. With the acceptance of adult suffrage, freedom to contest election and the establishment of independent election commission, India has tried to make its election process free and fair. However, the experience of the last 55 years have given rise to many suggestions for reforming our election system. The Election Commission, political parties, various independent groups and many scholars have come up with proposals for electoral reform. Some of these suggestions are about changing the constitutional provisions. The first is, what is being referred in this passage to the passage? The answer is, the passage refers to the electoral reforms required by the country. Second is, what mechanism have been adopted by India to make free and fair elections? So they have accepted the adult suffrage, freedom to contest elections, and the establishment of an independent election commission. Third is, on what more emphasis have been given regarding electoral reforms. This is to change the constitutional provision, that is the FPTP should be changed to the PR system, that is the proportional representation system. Some more reservation should be ensured, especially for the women, and the candidates from criminal background should be barred from contesting the elections. The Election Commission has very limited staff on its own. It conducts the election with the help of the administrative machinery. However, once the election process has begun, the Commission has control over the administration as far as election-related work is concerned. During the election process, the administrative officers of the state and central governments, they are assigned election-related duty, and in this respect, the Election Commission has full control over them. The Election Commission can transfer the officers or stop their transfers. It can take action against them for failing to act in a non-partisan manner. How does the Election Commission conduct the elections? The Election Commission conducts the election with the help of administrative machinery, that is the government servants. They use government servants. During election process, who are assigned election-related duty? The administrative officers of the state and central government, that is the government people, these are assigned election-related duty, and Election Commission has full control over them. What are the powers of Election Commission? Now, the Election Commission, once these people come under them, they have full control over them. The Election Commission can transfer them and they can stop their transfers. It can take action against them for failing to act in non-partisan manner. That is, if they can initiate the disciplinary action if they find something really indifferent. Now we are going to take the long answer type question, but yes, we are going to take in the next discussion. Till then, thank you so much. Take care of yourself.